हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु ज्योति गोपेश गोपिका चंद्रकांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधु भूयो च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालय कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालय कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। लाइट बोली हम लोग। तवे वास्मी नाजीवामी तया विना इति विज्ञाय राधिकेतम नाचे माम चिरंतिकम। Hare Krishna. So we are still on the first shlok of Vilap Kusumanjali only. And yesterday I read a little bit, but uh, I think this particular book, I don't know how organized the book is, but at least whatever we get to hear is actually the lectures of Srila Gurudev on Vilap Kusumanjali and the personal talks which he was actually saying not to record, but was recorded by some devotees. He said, no, don't record. He said, I want you to have this in your heart, and I don't want the outside world to know what I feel and what I'm doing. But sometimes devotees, when they are doing all this, so devotees they go against the nature of the acharya because they know that acharya is saying all these things out of humility. He wanted to give it to everyone. That's the reason he was giving to everyone. Anyway, so question came. You said previously that Radhika's arrangement on indication Krishna will meet with some other gopis or manjaris at the time of Ras Leela. बेटा सीधा बैठ के सुनना क्लास सुनना सुन मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. I'm very happy that you're listening to the class, but sit properly. ना why you want to lie on all the time? Sit properly. Very good. So you said previously that Radhika's arrangement or indication Krishna will meet with some of the other gopis or manjaris at the time of Ras Leela. Krishna dances with all the gopis. Is that also Radhika's desire or arrangement? Srila Gurudev, this is an example of Nara Leela. Her desire was there, but it was not shown outwardly. Inwardly, she wanted it. But if her inner desire had been shown, she would not have left the Rasa arena. Other gopis would not have understood her superiority, and there would not have been rasa. There are many types of rasa. Vasant Ras was seen in the trance of Jayadev Goswami, and he has written about this in the Gita Govinda. Vas Rasa was going on at Chandra Sarovar near Govardhan. At that time, of Brahmaratri, Chandra, the moon stayed at only one place, watching everything, and therefore that place is called Chandra Sarovar. Radhika Lord Krishna is playing with all the gopis and also with me. He is neglecting me, leaving Krishna there with all the gopis. She therefore disappeared from the arena of Rasa and entered a kuja. Only Lalita, Vishaka, and all the gopis were there. Sri Krishna became very sad that Radha has left. He was very upset, and Srimati Radhika was also so unhappy that she could only continue to weep. The author of Gita Govind has written, Smrati mano me kritta parihamsam. When Radhika was greatly suffering in deep viraha varsa, continually weeping for Krishna, a Sakhi, either Lalita, Vishaka, or Rupamanjari, came to her. Radhika was weeping so bitterly that perhaps she was not in external consciousness. At that time, the Sakhi asked, why are you weeping? Srimati Radhika replied, Srimati Manome Krita Parihamsam. My mind, my heart is only remembering the joking pastime that Krishna played with me. How does Krishna joke? He thinks Radhika should become angry with me. Then, when her anger is gone, she is pleased. I will have a greater chance to serve her. For this, and he jokes with her. Radhika told her Sakhis that once Krishna was sitting with her after Rasa and he told her, "Oh Priye, oh Chandra, I am so pleased with you." He had said Chandra, indicating Chandravali. Knowing she was Radhika, just to make her angry, he continued, "Oh Priye, I am yours. I do not belong to anybody else. Oh Priye Chandra." Hearing this, Radhika became so angry that she told him, "You should never talk with me again. I will have no connection with you. Go to Chandra at once and remain with her only. Don't come to me." Although the name of Radharani is also Chandramukhi, still, Krishna is very mischievous and he is doing so many nonsense at the time. So Krishna then told her, "Please excuse my aparadh. I have committed a great mistake. I promise that I will never do this again." Krishna had done it only as a joke, but still he admits his fault and prays, "You should forgive me. Please forgive me." His hands are out as a beggar, and his pitambar yellow chadar is hanging from his neck and wrapped in his hand. He is admitting his guilt and praying to Radhika, "From today, I will never do this again." Radhika was restless and could not speak, and she was only thinking of Krishna. Another time, Krishna sent a gopis to Srimati Radhika and told her, "Go and tell her that I am praying to her. Tell her that I will never commit an offense again in my entire life. She should forgive me." Simply weeping, Radhika told her, "I'll not do that." When that gopi returns to Krishna and repeated Radhika's words, Krishna said that again a duty messenger should be sent. This time he himself become a duty in the shape of a very beautiful gopi. So he was decorated with 16 kinds of abharan and 32 kinds of bhav. And his many bhavs made him appear very beautiful. Decorated with various colored argument, he went to Srimati Radhika, bowed down before her. Radhika asked him, "Who are you?" Krishna replied, "Krishna has sent me to you." At first, she could not recognize him. She simply saw a very beautiful gopi. "I am a dasi of Krishna," he said, "and he has sent me to beg you to forgive him. He has made a mistake. He admits that, so please do not be angry at him. Krishna is certainly faultless, nirdosh, and is unable to commit any offense. He is faultless. He is very rasik, and he loves you more than any other gopi. Now he weeps continually. Upon hearing and seeing his weeping, all the creepers, trees, and other beings are also crying. But still, your heart is not softening. Hearing this, Radhika's heart melt and she embraced the gopis. She said, "See, Sakhi, what shall I give you?" I wanted him to admit his fault and came to me, so I'm very much pleased with you. She then took that Sakhi in her arm. When she did so, she at once understood, "Oh, he is Shyamasundar." Jaydev Goswami is explaining in Gita Govindam that at that time Krishna placed his head on the feet of Radhika and said, "Smara Garala Kandanam Mama Shirshi Vandanam Dehi Pad Pallavam Udaram." Your feet are like a huge reservoir of water that can extinguish the fire. I was burning in Viraha, the fire of separation from you. Garala means poison. Smara means Kamadev, love. I was burning in Viraha with a desire to meet you. Now I have caught hold of your feet, and only these feet can relieve me from that Viraha. Dehi Pad Pallavam Udharam. Now I am offering my head at your lotus feet, and please decorate my head with your feet. Shri Radhika became so glad. She said, Yes, I'm ready to go to Rastali. But you should do one thing. My hair and braids have become disarrayed. Please fix it. Krishna very happily began to comb her hair. Srimati Radhika held up a mirror in front of her and saw the face of Krishna. Now joyfully he was serving her. She said, You should place alankar decoration on my body and ankle bell on my feet. And Krishna did it. This is called Swadhina Bhatrika. Swadhina Bhatrika, when Krishna is fully under the control of her beloved, his beloved, knowing that Krishna wants her more than any other gopi, she is now accompanied Krishna to the Rastali. This is Vasanti Rasaha. One time when I was decorating Radharani, I put from the Shringar Leela only. I've learned from Mukundada Prabhu only. We have no knowledge. So when I was decorating Radharani, I put peacock feather on the head of Radharani. And Prabhuji, so one time, one devotee asked, why are you putting the peacock feather on Radharani? So then, well, he said that, whenever there is a Shingar, of Radharani is happening, Krishna makes the braids of Radharani, and sometimes he makes the Juda also. And when he's making a Juda, then he wants to actually tie the Juda. To tie the Juda, what Krishna does, he looks for some pin or something. When he doesn't get the pin, what he does, he takes out his own peacock feather and put it on the head of Radharani. So this is the beauty. So that's why Radharani is wearing peacock feather. So one time what I did, I also was decorating Radharani and I put a peacock feather. But the peacock feather was bending towards Krishna a little bit. And immediately Mukunda Prabhu said, Okay, Krishna, when we are putting the peacock feather of Krishna, that is also towards Radharani. So I thought maybe if Krishna's peacock feather is towards Radharani, then why not to have Radharani's peacock is bending towards Krishna? The Prabhu said, No, no, no. Radharani's peacock feather, you make it straight. Then I asked him, oh, Acha, but you see, wait a minute. I'll just show you now. Yeah, you see, in the picture, here we are putting the peacock feather of Radharani, and Krishna's peacock feather is towards Radharani, right? But Radharani's peacock feather is little straight. It's not bending towards Krishna. And then Krishna said, her name is Swadhina Bhatrika, which she is an independent Naika who is not surrendered to Krishna is in control of Radharani, but Radharani is not in the control of Krishna. So that's how Prabhuji has, established this particular Siddhant. That Radharani is never in the control of Krishna. So this Leela shows that Srimati Radhika inwardly likes to arrange for Krishna to meet with other gopis, but outwardly for Rasa, her mood manifests differently. Krishna also act in this way. Once Radha and Krishna and all the gopis were meeting in Vrindavan. Radhika was in Man. Krishna wanted to talk to her, but she was not in the mood to talk. Krishna became very sorry and said, If you do not speak to me, I'm going. He entered a nearby kunj and began to pose as though he was sleeping. A Sakhi or Manjari who was watching from a distance saw him enter with a kunja returning to Lalita Vishaka. She told them, We should go and see what he's doing there. Lalita and Vishaka, Radhika went to that place where they saw him sleeping. At that time, Krishna was thinking, They should know that I am in good, sound sleep. Dramabaj. And he was lying in such a way as to convince them. Talita said, "This is the best time to steal his flute. Upon our taking it, he may become Srimati Radhika's most obedient servant. Although he should certainly try to take that Vamsi, Krishna's arms are like those of a serpent, a very cruel serpent. If he catches us, how will he accomplish our theft of the Vamsi?" So they proposed that this difficult task could only be performed by Radhika, not anybody else. She should go and somehow steal the fruit. So Radhika silently stealthily, like a cat, with somewhat smiling face, glanced towards Krishna to make sure he did not know of her presence. Krishna had been hearing their conversation and he wanted them to steal his fruit. Why? He thought Radhika has not been talking to me. If she steals my Vamsi, I will have an opportunity to meet her and speak about so many things in so many ways. I will do something by force. I will ask, "Where have you kept my Vamsi?" I will catch hold of Radhika and one, two, three, or four others. This will create a very good rasa. Outwardly, Krishna remained silent. Radhika was watching to see whether he was actually sleeping or only pretending to sleep. At first, he held his Vamsi tightly, but because he knew that Radhika was coming, he loosened his grip. Srimati Radhika very cleverly and silently took the Vamsi and then returned to his friends. She gave the Vamsi to a Sakhi, who gave it another, who his turn gave to another. Radhika hid it in her long braid. After some time, of the leaves made a rustling sound, and Krishna at once came out and asked, "Oh, you are here. Where has my Vamsi gone? You have taken my Vamsi." And he walked up to Radhika, and with her eyes she told him Lalita has taken it. Then he went to Lalita, demanded, "Where is my Vamshi? You have taken it." She told him that it has been taken by Vishakha. He then went to Vishakha. In this way, Krishna continuously searching, "Where have you put my Vamsi?" The gopis ran hither and thither, laughing and clapping. They said, "Oh, you only wife is your Vamsi. Your wife is only your Vamsi, huh? Now she has gone, but don't worry about it. We'll go and cut a piece of bamboo. There are so many bamboos here. Why are you crying for this one only?" And this way they were joking with Krishna. And Krishna replied, "Oh, you don't know that Vamsi is my pran." At last, Kundalata came. She is a wife of Subhadra, Upananda's youngest son. Kundalata is a bhavi of cousin bhavi of Krishna's of Krishna. Like Nanda Baba has a brother Upananda. Upananda has a son, his son Subhadra, and Kundalata is her wife. Upananda is the brother of Nanda Baba and thus Krishna's uncle. In India, the son of one's uncle is considered like a brother, and he is also called cousin brother. Subhadra, Krishna's cousin, is older than him, and Kundalata is therefore Krishna's elder son, sister-in-law, means Bhavi. She asked, "Why are you why are you suffering so greatly? My Vamsi has been stolen by these gopis and they will not return it. They just say, 'Go and take shelter of the feet of Lalita or Vishakha.'" Punditan told the gopis, "Don't behave like this. Give him back his Vamsi. If you do, Krishna will fulfill all your desires." There are so many pastimes like this. Krishna sometimes pretends to sleep, but he knows everything. For Leela, he does so. And as far as Srimati Radhika is concerned, she is Parashakti, Swarupa Shakti. She also knows everything, whatever she does straight. Whatever she does is only to please Krishna, and Krishna does everything only to please Srimati Radhika and all the gopis. This is also true in Rasa Leela. Krishna wanted to please Radhika, and Radhika wanted to please Krishna. Don't have any worldly conception about this. We should always be continuously, we should always be conscious to avoid even a trace of material conception. Pray to Yogamaya, Krishna, Radhika, and all the Sakhis that my worldly, see the straight area, my idea will come in your heart by hearing and reading all these Leelas. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, if anyone here tells, reads, or remember all these pastimes of rasa with a great Shraddha, hearing deeply, within all worldly karma will disappear at once. Mahaprabhu gave the example of Ramananda to Pradyumna Mishra. Pradyumna Mishra told Mahaprabhu, I want to hear some Harikatha. Mahaprabhu said, I don't know any Harikatha, but I have heard from Ramananda Roy. Pradyumna Mishra then went to the place of Ramananda Roy, saw that he was not in the outer courtyard. He therefore asked the servant, where is he? He is in the inner part of the bhavan. He is in his room. What is he doing? Will he come out now? No, he will not come out. If you like, you can come at any other time. What is he doing? So he said he is with Kishoris, young teenage girls. They are Devi Dasis, servants of Jagannath. He is washing, dressing, and decorating all the Devi Dasis, and he is teaching them how to dance and sing to please Krishna. Oh, he is dressing all the Kishori girls? I'm a brahmachari. There is no need to hearing Harikatha from the person. Such a person. I want to hear from someone like Sukadeva Goswami. Pradyumna Mishra then returned to Mahaprabhu with some hatred, in his heart. Chaitanya Prabhu asked him, have you heard anything from Radha? No. So why? Then he was silent. Mahaprabhu knew that he had a sense of disrespect and he therefore told him, while seeing all these girls, Radha lies like a tree, like dry wood. No transformation takes place in his body. What to say of all these girls? Even if a Devakanya, demigoddesses, comes, there will be no reaction at all in his body or mind. This is because he is always remembering Rasalila. He has told me Rasalila Katha. First he explained Varnashram Dharma, and I told him this is external. Please explain further. At last, he told me that Kanta Prema, Madhurya Prema, Kanta Prem and Madhurya Prem is the greatest, and it is also greater than Vatsalya Rasa and Sakya Rasa. And he explained two shlokas on this regard. One shloka describes how Krishna appears before the gopis as Sakshat Manmat Tasham Avirabhu Chatorihi Samyaman Mukham Bujha Pitambar Dharah Shagvi Shakshan Sakshan Manmatha. Then Shri Krishna smiled on his lotus face, appeared before the gopis, wearing a garland and a yellow garland. He directly appeared as one who can bewilder the mind of the Cupid. He who himself bewildered the mind of ordinary people. After singing the Gopi Geet, the gopis met Krishna, who had been observing them bitterly crying as they sang Tavakatha Mitam Tapta Jivanam Kavibhimiritam Kalmashapaham, and the other shlokas. At that time, Krishna came before them. Sukadeva Goswami explains that Krishna appeared before the gopis when they were senseless and about to die at once. How did he come? Smayamana Mukhambuja. Samaya means prema, love. He came with so much love. Mukhambuja, Mukha means face, and his face was like a lotus, and he was smiling, but he also looked somewhat ashamed. Why? He was thinking, I've given so much suffering to them. Pitambar Dhara, he placed his Pitambara Dharaha, yellow clothes around his neck and on his hand, a sign of the mood of prayers. But at the same time, he was smiling. Mataha. Manmataha means he who can enchant others' mind and hearts by his rupa and guna madhurya. the sweetness of his form and qualities. Krishna is so beautiful that he enchants even mother of Kamadev, Cupid. Shankar once burned that Kamadev to ashes. Pradyumna and Aniruddha, Krishna's son and grandson, are also part of Kamadev and Krishna as Manumat. Manumat is Amshi, the origin of Kamadev. He is therefore Manumat Manumatha, the enchanted and the enchanter of Cupid. Now, in the presence of gopis, Krishna becomes so beautiful, while with a smiling face and with some shame, as if he has committed an offense, and he is bowing down there. These gopis have placed their clothes on the earth of seat. Krishna sitting on their asan. Krishna appeared very beautiful. At that time, he told them, Na paraya aham nirvadya samyujyam सस्वादु कीर्तयम विबुधाय यास्यापि वह या भजन दुर्जर गेह श्रृंखलाः संवृक्ष्य तद वह प्रतियातु साधुनः. I am not able to repay my debt for your spotless service, even within a lifetime of Brahma. Your connection with me is beyond approach. You have worshipped me, cutting off all domestic ties which are difficult to break. Therefore, please let your own glorious deed be your compensation. I have disappeared from your sight only to hear your words of anger, to see your face in anger, to increase your love for me, and and to let the entire world know the condition of Srimati Radhika in Viraha Dasha. The world should realize her glories. Did not go anywhere. I was here, but I was hidden. If I take birth as a Brahma who has the longest lifespan in this entire universe, or even if I have the combined duration of the lives of the Koti Brahmas, I will not be able to free myself from the depth of your love. The gopis ask, why? Krishna said, because you have left your husband and everything else, and you have come to me. I am therefore indebted to you. If I say that you should ask from me anything you like, you will say, give your service. In this way, I will become still more indebted. If I tell you to take my blessings from any blessings from me, again you will say, give your service. In this way, I will never be free from my debts to you. Chaitanya Babu continued to tell Pradyumna Mishra, Ramanand Rai knows all these facts and he has made me hear them. So go again. He is like a piece of dry wood. He has no material identification. He is like Srimati Radhika and the gopis who have no desire in their heart to please themselves. Admendriya Priti Vancha Tare Bali Kam Krishnendriya Priti Ichha Dhare Premanam. Kam is the desire to please oneself and Priti love is to please Krishna. So Pradyumna Mishra thus went again to Ramananda Roy, and this time Ramananda Roy was in the courtyard and he asked, why have you come here? Pradyumna Mishra, oh, I have come, I've asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to tell me some Harikatha, and he said, I know nothing. Ramananda Roy knows everything. What kind of Harikatha do you want to hear? I want to hear what you have told to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ramananda did so, and Padma Mishra had then become satisfied. And he returned to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and told, I feel fulfilled by your grace. The gopis can give what Krishna cannot give. Ramananda Rai and Rupa Goswami can give this love, and Lalita Vishakha can give it, but Krishna cannot. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was pleased and told him, it is said that I am a rasik. How has this become so? He gave the credit to Ramananda, who is linked to a cloud, who is likened to a cloud. Clouds takes water from the ocean, then during the Swati Nakshatra rains, then pour down on the ocean. The oysters in the ocean produces pearl. That very water from the ocean becomes cloud by evaporation, and during the Swati Nakshatra, it returns to the ocean. At that time, the ocean becomes Ratnakar, filled with jewels. Similarly, Krishna or Krishna as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Rasik, but not Rasik. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu hears about about or remembers Radhika and the gopis, he was able to do this with the help of Ramanand Roy. And when Krishna plays with Radhika and the gopis converse with him, then he is Rasik. Otherwise, he is Nirvishesh Tattva. ठीक है. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Sthalak Kalamamini, it is fitting that you are laughing very proudly. ठीक है. स्थल Malini. Stalaka Malini means land lotus. That is actually for Radharani, it is just actually. So I think this is another shloka. Laughing very proudly through your flower bunches is though all the flowers in the forest are anointed with the fragrance. The black bee Krishna leaves them now to search for you only. Ha. So commentary 1991, Gurudev is saying, I have told that Raghunath Das Goswami as Rati Manjari or Tulasi Manjari is praying to his Gurudev, Rupa Manjari. You are so beautiful, you are so qualified, and you are very important for Krishna. So Krishna left all the other gopis and came to you only. This is the greatest of Rati Manjari, Gurudev, Rupa Manjari. Only Rati Manjari is Gurudev, Rupa Manjari. Actually, here it is not Gurudev, but Priya Sakhi. There is so no sambandh of Gurudev in this realm, only Priya Sakhi. So Guru Tattva exists, but Gurudev word does not exist on the spiritual realm. After praying to Gurudev, one should pray to one's Ishtadev. One question will arise here. When leaving all the gopis, Krishna came to Rupa Manjari. Did Krishna also leave Srimati Radhika? That he is telling has two meanings. First meaning is that, but it has a journal. And in a special, he is praying to his Ishtadevi, Srimati Radhika. Very beautiful thing. Sthala Kamalini. Oh my dear Srimati Radhika, you are a Sthala Kamalini, not a Jal Kamalini. मतलब जल में उगने वाला कमल नहीं, स्थल में उगने वाला. Yuktam Garvita. This is another very beautiful name, Yuktam Garvita. Here, there is a reference that Srimati Radhika was ready to have a Abhilasha. Abhi, Abhisar, secret rendezvous with Krishna. Krishna has sent Vrinda Devi to tell Radha that Krishna is about to die without seeing her, without meeting her. So she should meet Krishna at a Sanket Sthali. It may be Sanket in Vrindavan, near Yamuna, in a Kunj, or anywhere. He had sent Vrinda Devi, Purnima, or maybe Nandi Mukhi as a messenger, or he himself is the messenger. Swayam Duti, not speaking anything, but by the corner of his eyes, he can indicate to Srimati Radhika, and by the corner of Radhika's eyes, she can exchange. This is Swayam Duti. Vamshi is Vamshi Duti. There is so many duties. Again, messengers. Srimati Radhika comes to that place. It is raining. So cold. Sky full of clouds and so dark. Radhika comes accordingly, having no Nupur's anklet, black colored dress, or everything like that, and in a white night wearing white. She comes with only some few highly qualified gopis like Rup Manjari, Rati Manjari, Subal or Tulasi, like this. Actually, one day Vrinda Devi came from Krishna and tried hard, prayed so much and wept there, did everything, but Srimati Radhika's man did not go. She will not meet Krishna, though she will not allow Krishna to come. Krishna was so much unhappy, and time was going. Then Krishna asked Subal, "Can you help me?" Surely I will. At that time, he at once went somehow to Radharani and talking in such a way that Radhika began to weep. And he said, Krishna is now about to die. He will not. She is at once become ready. So Subal is going ahead, and Srimati Radhika, having her hand on the shoulder of Vrinda, is walking to Krishna. Only Rupa Manjari or one or two Manjaris like this, one day or in another day, Lalita Vishaka were there, another different again. In several ways, not only in one way. Anyways, so not so many Sakhis. When he comes near to that Kunja where Krishna is waiting, she at once turned and ready to return to the place, and Sakhis are thinking, why she's returning? Krishna also feels like that. He goes to her and he prays to her, but she is continuing going back to her place. Then Krishna creates some obstacles. At last, he catches hold of Radha, her hand, and tries to take her to the Kunja. At that time, she feels so much pleasure in her heart, but her heart are weeping and her mouth is showing anger. So many bhavas come at a time. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has shown this at the time of the Rath festival. These are called Kila Kinchit Bhav. Kila Kinchit Bhav. So many bhavas, and at last Krishna takes her to the Kunja. Rupaji is seeing them meeting through a hole in the creeper. Oh, such a beautiful meeting is there. I have never seen anything like this. They are so premi. She is astonished and she tells that I'm so fortunate that I am seeing this. She starts to call, oh, my dear Rati Manjari, where are you? You are not seeing this thing. Your eyes are so not so successful. The success of the eyes is also to see these things so beautiful. She at once sees that Rati Manjari or Tulasi Manjari is not there. If a man has something sweet or very tasteful, he wants that his friends also should have it. If a disciple tastes something nice, he wants that his guru also should taste it. If a devotee has something very tasteful, he wants that Radha and Krishna should taste it. He does not want to taste it alone. So Rupa Manjari is looking here and there. Where is my so far, so dear Rati Manjari, a dear, a very hard blossom, Sakhi of Srimati Radhika. Rati Manjari always serves and learns how to serve Srimati Radhika from Rupa Manjari. So Rupa Manjari wants that every taste should be tasted by Rati Manjari. So leaving this beautiful scene, she at once went to search for Rati Manjari, and Rati Manjari was doing some service. She had finished her service and was also searching for Rupa Manjari. Both were searching for each other, and they met, and at once Rupa Manjari took Rati Manjari on her arm and said, oh, let us go. Such a sweet pastime of Krishna is going on. Rati Manjari went with Srimati Rupa Manjari, and so that place and Rupa Manjari with Rupa Manjari to that place, and Rupa Manjari told her that, look at this. This hole is called Gavaksha. What is it called? Gavaksha. I'll show you something very interesting, huh? Wait a minute. Hmm. Huh. Okay. Something very, some secret I will reveal to you today. Can you see this picture of Shiva Kunj? अरे कभी कभी बोल लो यार, कोई बात नहीं, जरूर थोड़ा हमेशा म्यूट रहोगे।
Yes, Prabhu. I can see the picture of the Seva Kunj.
है ना? तो इस शिवा कुंज की पिक्चर जो है ना, व्हेन ही शी वाज मेकिंग इट, Shamarani Didi, she was again and again going to Gurudev, and Gurudev said there is something missing in it. There is something missing in it. There is something missing in it. And then when she was all the time trying, what is that which is missing in it? What is that which is missing in it? I was like, this is a Seva Kunj picture, the most intimate picture. And the Guru Varg, unless the Guru Varg is there, in the Nikunja Leela, all the Manjaris are not there. How is it possible to, like, to complete the picture? So, anyways, that she had made this particular suru, you know. So actually, it is mentioned that one of the swarup of this is Gurudev and the Param Gurudev. Lalita Vishakha and Ramana Manjari or Param Gurudev is there also. The Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj. But still, like, these are separate pictures, no, not a part of this. So she was like wondering why Gurudev is not accepting this picture. And then दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित हुआ। गुरुदेव ने बोला देखो, जब तक ये मंजरियां, ये जो गुरु मंजरी वर्ग है ना, जब तक हमारा रति मंजरी और रूप मंजरी वर्ग नहीं देख रहा होगा, कहाँ से, झरोके से, गवक्ष से, तब तक ये जो निकुंज की लीला है पूरी पूर्ण नहीं हो सकती। कैन यू इमेजिन द डेप्थ ऑफ गुरुदेव भाव? डिड यू नो दैट? डिड एनीबॉडी न्यू दैट?
नहीं प्रभु, ये तो मुझे दिखा ही नहीं।
Yes.
मतलब मैंने तो आपने जूम आपने आपने सर्कल किया तो मैंने जूम किया और मैंने देखा कि ओ वहां पे तो आईज और फेस है पूरा। हम्म,
हाँ।
मुझे दिखा ही नहीं प्रभु। ये मैंने पेंटिंग कितनी बार देखी है, मुझे आज
ये
पता
हमने
था।
बहुत सारे लोगों ने पेंटिंग देखी है, अभी तो मैं, आई वाज वेरी फॉर्चुनेट आई कॉट इट। बट देन आई आस्क्ड श्यामा दीदी, Shamarani Didi, and then she told me this particular pastime. Then only the picture got actually completed. I was thinking maybe there's something left in the श्रृंगार, राधा रानी के हाथों की चूड़ियों में कुछ तो नहीं रह गया, पैरों में कुछ तो नहीं रह गया, कृष्ण के गले में वैजयंती माला भी है, फिर ऐसा क्या है, ऐसा है क्या जो मिसिंग है, कि गुरुदेव को सेटिस्फेक्शन, शुक और सारी भी बैठे हुए हैं, जो कि हर समय ग्लोरीज गा रहे हैं इनकी, फिर प्रॉब्लम कहाँ है? So then, she got this Divyagyan Hriday Prakashan, and she had made these small, small manjaris, you know, Rup Manjari, Rati Manjari, Tulsi Manjari, Gud Manjari, Vilas Manjari, Prem Manjari. हाँ चित्रा, you were saying something. चित्रा कुछ कह रही थी?
से कहा, मैंने सुना था।
सुना था ये वाला पास्ट टाइम तुमने पहले?
नहीं, ये आपने बताया वो मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम सुना था। थोड़ा थोड़ा सुना था उसमें से भी, लेकिन मैंने इतना तो सुना है कि जो सेवा कुंज जो पिक्चर है ना, वो गुरुदेव के हृदय से प्रकाशित हुआ है। जो
Yes.
दीदी शाबाश, यस यस एब्सोल्युटली, एंड आई हैव दैट होल पिक्चर एट माय होम विद ब्यूटीफुल फ्रेम्स एंड ऑल।
Yeah. So, how come this particular picture had revealed, the Bhava of Gurudev? That's how. So though which everything in the kunja can be seen, but so the whole is called the Gavaksha, through which everything is the kunja can be seen. This whole is called Gavaksha. Sorry, seen, but the person in the kunja cannot see outside. Because the lila will end if they see that someone is watching. So the beauty of this Gavaksha is that Krishna cannot see the Manjaris, but Manjaris can see Krishna. So these pastimes will go freely if they think that no one is seeing. But if they think that someone is seeing, the pastime will be hampered. At that time, Rati Manjari and Rupa Manjari were watching. When the pastime was over, Srimati Radhika called and Rati Manjari. We are tired. Where is your chamara? Give me chamar. So actually, this is Rupa Rati Manjari. So Rati Manjari has a seva of charmer. Srimati Radhika told Rati Manjari, you should serve our feet and we are very pleased. Krishna somewhat went from that place. Sorry?
खाना खाओगे?
नहीं.
रख दो अंदर.
I'll take later. So when the pastime was over, Srimati Radhika called Rupa and Rati Manjari, we are tired. Where is your chamara? Give me chamara. Rati Manjari has the seva of chamara. Srimati Radhika told Rati Manjari, you should serve our feet. We are very tired. So Krishna somehow went from that place. Here Rati Manjari is telling about this time. The shloka is of that time. Sthala kamarani yuktam garvita karane asmin karana asmin. In this very karana, it may be Radha Kund, it may be at Sanket, it may be at Seva Kunj, it may be Govardhan, in any kunja. Kanane Asmin means you are so much garvita, proud. You are Kamalini means like a lotus flower. Pranayasi, Var Hasyam, Pushpa Gachha Chalanena. If, as if a lotus flower is laughing. By symptoms, it seems that you are laughing. Pushpa Gachha Chalena. As hundreds and thousands of the lotus flowers in one Sahastra Dalakamala, it is called. A big cluster of lotus flower in one. They are not separate, but yet they are separate. So all our blossoming scent is coming from them. A bee is coming, passing over all, uh, passing over. Sorry. So all the blossoming and scent is coming from them, and passing over all the lotus flowers of this. So why she is telling like this? When Rupa Rati Manjari came to see this pastime, they saw at Gorikund in Govardhan, Padma and Shaiva were waiting for Krishna. Padma and Shaiva जो है चंद्रावली की पार्टी की है, हाँ. So they were trying to work out how to make Chandravali meet Krishna. Chandravali was in the Kunja and Padma and Shaibya, Saibya, ha, were at the doorway of the Kunja and they were trying to bring Krishna. Krishna was coming from home on his way to meet Radhika to the Sanket Kunja, where Srimati Radhika was waiting for him. Rati Manjari and Rupa Manjari had gone to bring Krishna to Srimati Radhika and they were coming with Krishna at a distance. But Padma and Shaiva told Krishna, oh, your Sakhi Chandravali is here, waiting for you. He told that I am at once coming. I have heard that a demon is around uh, uh, doing so much of disturbance. I am just coming. I will not delay. Wait here. Saying this, he went away. When he went to Srimati Radhika, then Rupa Manjari and Rati Manjari also went there. And then they are saying to Srimati Radhika that Api Nikhililatas Taha Saurabhaktaha Sa Munchan. Leaving all the creepers and the flowers so beautiful, so fragrant and so sweet, yet leaving all of them, the black bees, has come to you. You're very lucky that Krishna has left all these and come to you. Mrigayati tavamargam Krishna bhango yad adya. That bee is waiting. Always flowers wait for bees. But here is Anupras Alankar, is literature reverse. Here that bee is waiting for that flower. Bee can fly and flowers cannot fly. But yet he is saying that Krishna has a desire. Radhika also has a desire, but the desire of Krishna is more than that of Srimati Radhika. He wants more. The Manjaris are also pleased when Krishna searches for Radharani. Krishna weeps for Radha. Krishna tries for Radha. If Srimati Radhika is weeping and searching for Krishna, they are so much distressed. Here is the black bee is searching, waiting for and serving Srimati Radhika. So they are very pleased. They are saying to Srimati Radhika, We are so lucky, and you are so lucky that Krishna is waiting for you for your service, having left all the creepers and flowers and everything. He has come to you and he is flying around your feet. So, first, Nati Manjari has prayed her Aradhya Devi, and secondly, to her Gurudev. In this meeting, no confusion. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय हो शिवा कुंज धाम की जय. Any question, any comment, any doubt?
Oh, wonderful lecture. Thank you so much for sharing such secrets and such esoteric truths today.
Prabhu, this is not lecture, huh? This is Gurudev's mercy. I'm reading this Gurudev's book.
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. By through your association, we are associating with Maharaj, so we are
Yeah, that is
fortunate.
sure. That's what my fortune is also. That because of being his insignificant, useless disciple, I'm at least able to spread his bhav in the heart of other seekers, which is a good thing, you know. Being a completely useless, I'm making my life useful. Right?
That's your humility, Prabhu, but I don't think like that. But you are a Madhyam, Prabhu. So thank you so much, Prabhu.
Yes. So Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Anant Koti Vaishnavendra ki jai. Chitra Sagi, you have to say something?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी. नो
Hmm.
प्रभु जी, थैंक यू सो मच. गुरुदेव के हर एक बुक में आप इतना अच्छे से समझाते हो. इट्स लाइक इट्स आई फील लाइक कि गुरुदेव का एसोसिएशन मिल रहा है, बिकॉज आई एम सो अनफॉर्चुनेट आई हैव नॉट सीन हिम पर्सनली. आई हैव नॉट टॉक्ड विद हिम
तुमको ना मैं एक बड़ी
पर्सनली.
इंटरेस्टिंग बात बताता हूँ, ठीक है? आज से ना, ये बात है 2008 या 9 की, 9 की बात है, 8 की बात है. मैंने ना नया नया कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस ज्वाइन किया था, ठीक है? दिस इज अ सीक्रेट विच शुड बी डॉक्यूमेंटेड बिकॉज यू नो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू यू नो टेल हाउ गुरु रेसिप्रोकेट्स, you know. I told this to Rumit Prabhu the other day. What happened? I had a dream that some weird guy with a beard was giving me saffron clothes and some Mahaprasadam to give it to my mother. And I didn't understand who he was. And you know, just across my house, like you know, just nearby my house, there was a park, and I used to go for running there. When I used to come back from office, I used to take off my formal shoes, used to put on my sports shoes, and used to go for running. So when I was running, I immediately saw one board that was Raman Bihari Gaudiya Math, Shishi Raman Bihari Gaudiya Math. I thought, oh my God, I was just becoming a devotee, and I thought, wow, is this like Shishi Radha Radhika Raman, Shishi Radha Parthasarthi? It's like Radha Krishna Krishna Balaram. There must be something strange is there, huh? So I went to take darshan of that particular place, and I saw the picture of Gurudev, and he was the same sannyasi who came in my dream. It's so strange that I had never seen Gurudev's picture before. I'd never seen Gurudev before. And then I was so surprised that it is the same guy who came in my dream. And then, you know, what happened that, you know, I started listening to his, Gopi Geet, and then, you know, I started reading his, his lectures. I was not able to listen to his lectures, but I was reading his lectures. I was not reading his books that time, you know. But then I've started reading his books on and off sometime, you know, this and that. Then somehow I was in ISKCON, I never want to leave ISKCON, so I never want to take Diksha from him. But then one day, I kept one very strange fast for Purushottam month. I did not take salt or anything cooked for the whole month. So I was taking only fruits and without any salt or anything, you know. So in that, and you know, the reason behind keeping that particular vrata was to get Vrindavan Dham Vas and to get uh, an exalted guru. So definitely, I already had an exchange with Gurudev. I looked into his eyes, he looked into my eyes, and then for 10 seconds we were looking at each other. And then Gurudev, he turned his neck unless I left that. I was in the raw. I was in the row, and in the row when I paid obeisances, I looked at him, he looked at me, and we had a very good exchange. And after that, I met Gurudev 2 3 times, and I had asked questions, and he has given me the answers. So much of reciprocation happened that time, with Gurudev, and through his lectures, through his books, and then people were like seeing, oh my God, why? How come this guy has so much of he knows a little bit more than us? How come he's so clear about Siddhant and everything? People were appreciating it, but on another hand, they were kind of envious of me. How come I know? But I was still very reluctant not to take Diksha from Gurudev. So, but anyways, so then when I kept that particular fast in Purushottam month, when the Purushottam Purnima came, because, I think Purushottam was starts from Amavasya to Amavasya, the Purnima came, that was 30th of April 2010. And that day, Gopal Krishna Maharaj was giving the saffron clothes to Makhanlal Prabhu, who later became Bhakti Madhavi Govind Maharaj. So then I got to know that when somebody is giving you the saffron cloth, it means that person is giving you sannyas. So I was so surprised. I said, wow, what a dream I had. And it was that Gurudev was giving me sannyas. But still I was thinking. Then one day I was sleeping and I had a dream that somebody was shouting, ha ha ha, Maniji Maharaj doesn't give Diksha and Narayan Maharaj is going to stop giving Diksha. He will not give Diksha anymore. Where will you go? Ha 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 ha. And then, I got up and it was a kind of nightmare for me. And then I, that was 25th of July. That was Guru Purnima Day. A day before Guru Purnima Day, 24th, 25th of July. 26th Guru Purnima was starting. Or, the Chaturmas was starting. So I went to Delhi to meet my mother on her birthday. That was 2010. I had already shifted to Vrindavan. But the day I moved to Vrindavan, Ajahn Prabhu left the body. When he left his body, I was very sad, very disturbed, and very unorganized, mentally. I was very disturbed. Anyways, so what happened? I came and immediately I met one friend of mine. His name was Bhagwat Charan Prabhu. He said, Hare, what are you doing here? I'm coming from Anand Dham. Srila Narayan Maharaj is also there. And he said that he is giving Diksha tomorrow and then he'll give next Diksha during Radha Ashmi and then he will not give Diksha anymore. So that particular thing started buzzing in my mind that Srila Narayan Maharaj would not give Diksha anymore to anyone after Radha Ashmi. And then I got really scared and I was sleeping and in my dream only Gurudev came and he said, don't worry, I'll save you. I'll protect you. And I saw that Gurudev came in the balcony of Raman Bihari Gaudiyar, but in Delhi. Somehow I got up and then, no problem. Then somehow I got initiated by Gurudev. But, in this entire years, I was feeling his mercy upon me, but I never saw any kind of reciprocation from him. Means in the sense, any direct reciprocation from him. One time I felt sick and I was telling Rumit Prabhu that, I felt sick and then I was remembering that I was lying at Radhakund and in the extreme heat and it's as if I'm about to leave my body. And then, Prabhupada is coming and, he said, hey, you have to get up now. And I'm seeing that Gurudev is looking at me with a lot of anger and dissatisfaction as if I'm a stupid guy. It was an incident of 2011 or 12. And then I'm seeing that how Prabhupada is saying, hey, don't look at him like this. He's a very nice boy. And then, he's waking me up. So, in the entire these years, I never had so many dreams of Gurudev. It was simple. Seeing him sometime doing some katha or something like this. Nothing much. This time, on the appearance of Gurudev, I went to Gaudiya Math. I had nowhere to go, so I came here to the Mount Very Gaudiya Math in Delhi. The same place where I saw Gurudev for the first time. Same place where I met Gurudev for the first time. So I went there, and then they asked me to speak the glories of Gurudev. I've shared that glories also with you guys. But anyways, that was not very important. That's okay. But everybody was very happy to see me that I'm Gurudev's disciple. And when I was going, I don't know how, Paramananda Brahmachari, he came to me and he said, Prabhuji, please come with me. I said, what happened? He said, please come with me. And then he took me to his room. That room was never a room, it was always a room, it was never a balcony, which I had imagined in my dream. But the same room, which I had never seen, but I imagined from downstairs, looking on first floor and seeing that Gurudev is standing here and saying, don't worry, I'll take care of you. So he took me in that room and he said, Prabhu, wait a minute. And immediately he took out a saffron shawl and he gave it to me. And I was like, surprised. Prabhu, why are you giving it to me? He said, no, no, no. I mean, I got this prerna from Gurudev that, I should be giving this to you. And then he gave me some Lakshmi and then he gave me some Mahaprasad also. And he said, this prasadam for your family. You said that your father passed away, so you give it to your mom. Exactly what he said, Gurudev, to me, 17 years back in my dream. I have that shawl, I brought it, and I was in a lot of ecstasy. And then I felt that, after 16 years of initiation, maybe this is the first time Gurudev has accepted me as his disciple. Or maybe he had already accepted, but maybe he has reciprocated. Maybe because we are reading his books, so we are associating with him, and then Gurudev is pleased with me. That's the reason, because Tad Vishnu Paramam Padagam Sada Pashanti Suryo. An exalted devotee is always situated on a very high platform and is always looking at all of us. So this is a very special pastime happened with me. And I thought I should share with you all. So what I'm saying is that Guru Tattva is very strange and very amazing. And because of the mercy of Gurudev only, I'm able to actually, share all these things with you guys. And please bless me. And please bless and please pray that we should never break this chain and we should continuously read more and more the realizations of Gurudev. Now we are going to be on the fourth verse of Vilap Kusumanjali tomorrow. And before that, there will be some questions and answers also. Please try to be on time. I think I'll try to start our classes before 7 o'clock so that Dhruvat Prabhu doesn't have to leave in between and Chitra won't have to sacrifice other classes. I'll try to come as early as possible. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभवेव च पतितनां वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय.
Jai.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Prabhu, can
Thank you
you
so much.
show as well the painting which was made by Shyamarani Didi for Vilap Kusumanjali verse 3 by Srila Gurudev? I sent that picture in the chat.
Wait a minute. In the chat of our Zoom.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
That was the last painting made by her. It
Ha
took
ha
11
ha ha.
ये
years.
तो कुंज कीर्तन ना प्रभु, इट इज कुंज
Yes.
कीर्तन.
Yes, Kunja Kirtan.
कुंज
But that
कीर्तन.
is based on Vilap Kusumanjali verse 3, which we read. So,
प्रभु
अच्छा.
जी, डू यू हैव पीडीएफ और समथिंग दिस ग्रंथ?
क्या?
इसका कुछ पीडीएफ या कुछ अवेलेबल है क्या?
नहीं, अब पता नहीं यार, मुझे तो कुछ नहीं पता. ये बुक मुझे पता नहीं कैसे मिल गई, बस कृपा हो गई. जय हो श्री गुरुदेव की जय.
या
हरी हरी बोल. जब तुम लोग आओगे वृंदावन तो आके मुझसे लेके सब प्रिंट आउट करवा लेना.
यस.
yes, Prabhu.
This is a recent picture which he has made, no?
Yes. And the last picture as well. So,
Hmm. Then she's not going to make any more painting.
yes. Oh.
Radhe